The team that was involved in the development of the instrument were at multi-levels, so we had input from teachers, from administrators, from superintendents, and so they were able to modify the instrument from the get-go.
My experience with MCESA in developing the evaluation instrument has been excellent. They've been very transparent about the development of the instrument and ensuring that it meets the needs of our district, ensuring that it meets our expectation for instructional excellence.
So as a collective group, we came together, we spent probably 4 to 5 hours going over this instrument until we finally figured out that we had a good working piece, and it covered all aspects of the areas that teachers were concerned about when a principal or a superintendent comes in the room to evaluate them.
I feel like I've grown immensely over the last few months. Just the pure amount of conversation, dialogue we've had with other administrators, other teachers, in terms of defining what great teaching looks like. Not just good teaching to help people get to good teaching, but what does great teaching look like? And it's just been wonderful. I've grown a lot.
It was a team effort with the other 5 school districts. We went down to MCESA. We spent a day. We got to mix and mingle with them. We got to talk to them. We got to see if their light on it was the same as our feelings on it, where we agreed, where we disagreed, and then came to what we believed would be the best quality evaluation for kids.
When the instrument was rolled out, we sat in groups. We had many conversations with multiple districts. We decided upon a lot of different changes that needed to be made, whether it was defining the words that are used in the actual instrument, all the way to how much does this instrument really correlate with the Model Core teaching standards, and making sure that some of those pieces were there.
The team's feedback drove the direction of the instrument, mainly by us being so open and REIL and MCESA being so flexible and interested in what the Alhambra team had to say. Based on how we structure our district already, they looked to us to maintain the high expectations with our core values and our standards, and to make sure that those same values and ideals were put into the instrument itself.
Well, research shows that the #1 factor that impacts student achievement is the teacher in the classroom. And so having that understanding, this instrument will really help to develop the teacher in implementing best practices by helping them to focus on 6 domains that directly impact student achievement.
I think the best thing probably about the instrument is that it's going to help teachers to think of the student in everything that they do. That's the most important thing about the instrument. I'm excited to use it for that specific reason.
When teachers have a common language and access to a common instrument, and we're all focused in the same direction, that this will positively affect our children and will allow teachers to have common conversations.
I am excited. I'm very excited. I feel like the old instrument was very rigorous also, but I think that this one is going to help me to grow as an educator, not only in the classroom, but outside of the classroom, and just personally reach different goals and different levels that I've never been able to reach out for because I haven't been exposed to an evaluation instrument of this caliber.
Things are different. I think the needs of the students are different. The needs of what students need to know and be able to do are different. So there was a need to increase and modify the teacher evaluation instrument. And if the instrument is implemented with the integrity that is intended, that it will improve teaching and learning.
I think since I've gotten into this field, I've wanted us to be like medicine, to have the precision of medical science, and we've never had that before. And I think this instrument for the first time allows us to make a giant leap in that direction. I mean, the specificity of this instrument allows for conversations that we've never had before. And I've worked in 3 different school districts, and we've never had an instrument even close to this level of precision.
For teachers, I truly believe that it is you know, really a new day in education. It really allows us to fine-tune and really take a look at our practice. And I say our practice because I really do still consider myself as a teacher, even though I'm not in the classroom every day with kids. But it really allows us to examine our practice and to make sure that what we are doing ultimately is impacting the student in a positive way, and that we're actually seeing the student gains from what we do in the classroom.
I'm excited about the support we're going to get as the people come in and observe us, and I know that we can all become better.
There's going to be a sense of reward for the teachers because they're going to really begin to look at their instruction and how they are teaching, and it's a whole different way of thinking, but it's good.
This is where you make gains. This is where you impact student achievement. It has to be a heart-to-heart communication between the administrator and the teacher to look at and work on little areas towards improving instruction.
I think it will have a positive impact on education, starting with the teacher being able to have individualized staff development to improve their skills. Those improved skills will immediately impact the students within the classroom.
I believe this instrument, from what it sounds like, it will allow us to see exactly what we are doing and showing us as well what we can be doing specifically to improve.
I believe our teachers will look at the instrument and use it to think about their own professional growth, use it to think about their strengths, to think about maybe areas that they may have challenges with, and hopefully they'll use it as a guide to promote the professional development that they're asking for.
When we have well-planned lessons that are well delivered, we know our students benefit. We know the student learning will definitely increase on all levels in all classrooms. We're very fortunate to be part of a consortium that has that kind of focus and that kind of expectation and that kind of outcome for kids.
Whatever we do with our teachers and with our principals, that our ultimate goal is to make sure that we impact student learning in a positive way.
Kind of both hesitant and very excited to move on, to go to bigger and better things for all of us, including our staff and our students and myself.
I think it's an exciting time for teachers and administrators. I think the focus really on developing a new tool for teachers to improve practice is something that I know our district has really been looking for, and us as administrators have been looking to develop something, a tool that's going to be useful, and ultimately keeping the focus on improving student achievement.
Finally, I think that the biggest impact that the REIL grant is going to have is going to be on student achievement, and that's why we're here, and that's why we're learning. And as an administrator, guiding teachers, that's what we want for our students. We want high student achievement so we can have a high rate of success.
We've made a promise in the Alhambra district to deliver the best education possible to every one of our students. And we know the impact of the REIL Learning and Observation instrument is going to be a critical factor in our keeping that promise to the students.
When we change as educators, that's going to change our students' thinkings, and I think that our students are stuck in a mindset of they can't, or this is too hard, and when we change that mindset for ourselves as to this evaluation instrument, it's not too hard, it's okay, it's going to be a change, and we bring our students into that change with us, I think that we're going to be so much more successful.
I am simultaneously excited and scared to death of leaping into this instrument. I mean, it's probably the biggest change we've had in terms of improving teaching that in my 16 years in the business we've ever had before, but at the same time I'm so excited about that. I think we can make improvement in instruction in a way that we've only dreamed about before, so I'm really excited too.